ready to be in Texas. We have loved exploring the Gulf states, but I was waiting to get here to explore Texas. Fun.
Finally, another country.
So nice to be back to 1,000 trails.
We're gonna try our tire levelers for the first time because where we're parked on, it's sloped a little too much one way, and we know that if it's past a certain angle, the tires will end up in the air when we level it. So we got these levelers that we're gonna take a try. I don't think we need the rubber pad part. So what do you think? Drive forward on them?
I think you should back up and then drive forward on them.
Okay, so then you're gonna insert them?
Right. Hey, stop. All right, go forward. Pushing the dirt a little bit. No, stop. Okay?
Nice.
Then check the level.
So that should be above the... All right, chock the tires. Before we unhook it from the truck.
Seems like a while since we've done a little woodsy walk. We found this all trails right down the street from our campground here in Lake Conroe, Texas. And we're just going for a quick stroll before dinner before it gets too dark. But this is a nice little park here.
Griffin. Griff. Hey, Griff. Look at me. All right, go ahead.
You know, another nice thing about being in Texas now is that the sun sets later. We've been making our way across the central time zone ever since we were in the Florida Panhandle. And over there, the sunset was like at 5:25, 5:30, but here it's 6:18. So that feels really nice, like we're moving into summer. It's possible you could make a shortcut over there. But I think I'll walk around.
Near the disc golf.
There's a disc golf course in those woods too. You can hear people throwing against the chains. We're heading into downtown Houston for our typical walking tour of a big city that we love to do. And no surprise, it's a Saturday afternoon and the downtown of Houston is sort of deserted. That seems to be common in large cities on Saturdays because people are mostly just down here during the work week, which makes it nice for walking around because there's not so much traffic and congestion. Sam Houston Park in the middle of Houston, they have a historical society that has preserved some buildings around the city from different time periods, and they've just put them around the park here. So this church is from 1891, and being from New England, Jason and I always think it's interesting when we visit the West of what is considered historical. So this was built just before 1900, which is kind of like the age of our house that we lived in Rochester, New York. But being from New England, we're looking at structures there that are from pre-revolutionary times, the early 1700s, sometimes the late 1600s. So we always think it's interesting to see out here things are much newer, but they're still considered historical. Of course, they're still a couple hundred years old, so that's something. You know, one thing I really appreciated about Houston was the combination of old and new architecture in the city. It seemed like there was a lot of historical and older original houses, and then you would look up and there was big skyscrapers right behind them. And I really appreciated how they combined them. It made for a really nice experience there. Here's a hack that we just thought of, and I can't believe we haven't thought of it before. You know the Food Network show, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives? We realized that they have the listing of all the restaurants that are featured in that show on the website, and whenever we're in a big city, we should look up and see what's around. We were hungry this afternoon, and we just wanted a quick bite to eat, so we found this Langford's Grocery, which is a little fast food cafe that is famous for their burgers and Texas hash, so we're gonna check it out for lunch. Looks good. Looks like dive food.
Good tick.
We were going for a drive today, and we passed through a little town called Livingston, Texas, and I thought, I know that name. Why do I know that town? And it's because it's the headquarters for the Escapees RV Club here in Texas. Escapees is a membership organization for RVers that connects RVers to each other. They have different, what they call convergences or rallies around the country where people can gather together and get to know each other. And they've got little groups around the country that you can join. And they also have a mail forwarding service. Now, if you don't know about mail forwarding and how RVers, full-time RVers get their mail on the road, there are certain states that have mail forwarding services. So it's not a P.O. box, it's not through the post office. You sign up with a separate membership at these places and they will receive your mail. They will give you a physical address, street address in the state, so you can make that your official domicile. So Jason and I are actually domiciled in South Dakota with a company called America's Mailbox. But here in Texas, Escapees is the main mail forwarding company. The other state that is very friendly to RVers that has mail forwarding is Florida. So those are the three main states that full-time RVers tend to domicile. If you don't have another home or another place where you own a house or call home, you can set up an address at these mail forwarding services. And the attraction of these three states in particular is that they don't have any state income tax, which makes them very attractive to RVers. So I was really glad that we happened to be driving by this town, and I looked up Escapees on the map. Now here at the office, they have a campground here where RVers can just stay. I don't know if this is where the mail is physically sorted, but if not, it's near here. And this is kind of the headquarters for the organization. Really cool. Check out their website if you want to learn more.
After we find dog park.
The Escapees Dog Park has a whole bin of toys for puppers. Hey, we walked down the street a little bit and Escapees has a different section. There's a little section of houses, and then behind there's another campground section and a bigger office, and it says national headquarters right here, so this must be where the mail sorting is. Fun. Hey, this campground here at Lake Conroe, 1,000 Trails outside of Houston has a great combination of camping spots and cabins. These cabins are so beautiful. There's little ones, there's big ones, and it looks like they sell them as vacation homes, or you can rent, I think, the little ones. But we had such a fun time walking around here during our stay, and we're always on the lookout for good cabin ideas because we might build a cabin someday if we buy some piece of land. So we took lots of note of the different designs here. And it felt like walking around a neighborhood. Really fun. Thanks so much for watching. More to come from Texas in the next few videos, so be sure to come back next week. Please hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a comment to let us know what you liked about our video or if there's anything else that you'd like to see. And for real-time updates, check out our Facebook and Instagram every Wednesday. See you next time. Bye.